YouTube family, what is going on? So I am making this video just in response to a lot of questions that I get via email and a lot of things that I see whenever I receive sessions from people. And that is going over, I don't want to call this the correct way to use a compressor, but realizing that a compressor is not necessarily a gain knob. It's more so to be used to reduce the dynamic range of whatever source that you're putting through the compressor. You know, I'm wanting to knock back the peaks so that way I can raise the overall volume of the low areas of the performance, and now the loud parts are not too much different than the low parts, and you can kind of establish how large of a range you want in that based on your preference and what the song calls for. But that's what the idea of a compressor is and what it's used for. What I'm seeing is people are getting 2-track MP3s that are already mastered and they're super loud, and you're trying to record to those, and when you record, no matter how high you boost your preamp, the vocals just still sound quiet compared to the beat. And it's kind of like this situation here. This is a song that was recorded here at my studio about a week and a half ago, and I'm gonna go ahead and play the record and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. All right, so you can see that the levels of the beat are close to the red. Like I said, this is a mastered track, and the levels of the recording are in the green. So, obviously you can't really hear the vocal too well. And what I'm seeing a lot of people do, or what I'm hearing a lot of people saying that they're doing, is throwing a compressor on, and the compressor is acting as a gain knob to give them the volume that they're looking for in order to, hear the vocal. Something like this.
She fine like Roger Goodell, dying to be honest as hell. Can't lie, I was under her spell. Well, she called my line and I'm feeling so swell. Swear if we kiss I won't tell, I'm catching feelings, Odell.
All right, and that's a little exaggerated, but I just wanted to show you guys the point. So there's a couple reasons why you don't want to use your compressor as like a gain knob like this. One is because you're going to get a lot of the tone of whatever compressor that you're using, which may or may not be good. But in a lot of cases, it seems like people are asking why their vocals aren't as clean as they like and things like that. And when you're boosting up the preamp and, boosting up your gain knob and your compressor, you're going to get a lot of just saturation and tone from those elements. Another reason why you don't want to do this is because you're going to be clipping the actual plugin, where you're getting just more distortion. So as you can see here, the output of the signal going out of the compressor is clipping the plugin. So this goes back to just, fundamental gain staging. So instead of doing this with your compressor, what I would personally do is I would stop trying to compete with the beat and actually just lower the volume of it. So typically whenever I get a mastered MP3 to work with, what I do is lower the volume to around -11, -12, and I record from there. So this is what it sounds like now.
She fine like Roger Goodell, dying to be honest as hell. Can't lie, I was under her spell. Well, she called my line and I'm feeling so swell.
All right, so it sounds much more balanced. It sounds, you don't really have to worry about the vocal competing with the beat anymore because it's already at a point where it needs to be. I've actually lowered this by 2 dB on the fader because I always, before I start adding processing, I always set the volume of the vocal where I want it to be, and then I try to keep it at that point even after processing. So what I would do with the compressor then, I would set it to the point where I'm getting the gain reduction that I want and, the attack and release that I want. And then after that, I'm going to set the gain knobs just so that way, what's going into the compressor is the same volume as what's coming out. So as I play this, if you watch the meter from the input and the meter from the output, they're going to be relatively the same volume.
She fine like Roger Goodell, dying to be honest as hell. Can't lie, I was under her spell.
So as you can see, the meters were basically around the same. Nothing's clipping. I'm going to go ahead and play it again.
She fine like Roger Goodell, dying to be honest as hell. Can't lie, I was under her spell. Well.
So that's more what you're looking for. Again, just trying to reduce the dynamic range, control those peaks, so that way you're getting a more even and consistent performance. And, try to keep the volume that you send into the compressor the same as what's going out. And this gives you just much more control, and you can color the sound as you want to, versus just cranking the gain knob and you're not understanding why you're having these grittier, less clean sounds, if that's what you're going for. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this because, again, I receive a lot of questions on that. I hope this helps. If you dig this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I'm going to catch you guys in another vlog soon. Peace.